After this bomb goes off, your bitch ass is gonna be reviewing movies in hell.
Oh man, it's Black Man. What are you doing here?
What up, though?
Hey, where's Superman, Batman, The Flash?
Darkseid is destroying Metropolis, so they're handling that right now. What's going on here?
What's it look like? I have a bomb on my lap.
I'll help you for $10,000.
No!
5,000.
No!
1,000.
No!
PlayStation 4.
No!
Some money on my T-Mobile account.
Listen, you are just a racial stereotype.
Bitch, I got your racial stereotype. How about that? Bitch.
Hey, wait a minute. What about the bomb?
Fuck your bomb. Oh.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm Dex,
And I'm Mike,
and today we are going to review Suicide Squad.
which stars Will Smith, Jared Leto, Margot Robbie, Joel Kinnaman, and Viola Davis.
Yes, and the movie is about Viola Davis, who plays the character Amanda Waller. She puts together a group of supervillains to handle the government's most dirtiest battles.
Now, this movie's getting a lot of hate, but I really enjoyed it. I thought that it needed work in some parts, but for the most part, it was a step up from Batman v Superman. So,
Okay, I'm going to have to disagree with that. I'm going to have to say Batman vs. Superman was a far more superior film.
no.
This film, it seemed as if it was more of a vehicle for certain characters to get spin-offs. That's
Like
kind of-
who?
Like Harley Quinn. You might see it.
Well, she's getting one.
Well, they're talking about it. I don't think it's like 100% official.
Yeah, I think it's a strong possibility. This
Yeah.
movie's probably going to make $140 million this weekend, possibly. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean it could. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it could, but I'm just saying I went in expecting something great. I didn't get it. And to tell you the truth, I think what ruined it was the fact that it's supposed to be hardcore, but because of the PG-13 rating, it really wasn't even that violent.
Well, we knew it was going to be PG-13. They weren't going to do rated R. You know, DC is new getting their movies off the ground, so not ready to do a rated R feature, that not everybody could see. But, I thought that the cast had good chemistry. You could tell they really enjoyed, working, doing this movie. I thought that as far as the story, it captured the true essence of a Suicide Squad movie. The band of supervillains are put together, and they got to face a major threat. And I really thought that Margot Robbie was a great Harley Quinn. I was kind of skeptical about Will Smith being Deadshot, but he was actually pretty decent. And I really enjoyed, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, a very ruthless character that, was gotten right on the big screen. Because if you don't recall, Angela Bassett played Amanda Waller as a scientist in that horrible Green Lantern movie. But I think that Viola Davis got it right this time. But my dislikes, it kind of fell apart in the third act. There was a scene in the movie where it just kind of everything just came to a complete stop, and everybody kind of sat around and conversated, which I thought a really a good action sequence should have been put in that spot. Other negatives is I didn't enjoy the way the Joker was portrayed in this movie. They kind of, I like Jared Leto as the Joker. He was good, and I'm excited to see what he can do in the future with it. But they kind of just had the Joker as just Harley Quinn's boyfriend, in my opinion. Those were the problems that I had with the movie. Is there anything that you liked?
Yeah, I like the Will Smith character. I like the Harley Quinn character. I like the Joker. I just wish he would have been more in it. I felt as if they did a good job explaining the backstories of two of the characters. The rest of the characters, they were in the movie, but they didn't really go over who they were, because the problem is they were like way too many people in the movie. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like Expendables, you know?
Well, yeah, it was Expendables with supervillains.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get that, but what I'm saying is in Expendables, there's so many people, so when you have an action scene, you know, you have to cut the camera to, Deadshot, then Harley Quinn, then you got to go to Boomerang, then you got to go to, I don't know, like Flag. It's just so many people. And another thing, too, is I didn't feel the action scenes were really that great. They were...
I can feel you on that, yeah.
They were subpar, and the villain in the movie was... I mean, for this group of Suicide Squad, these super badass villains, right, who come together, the villain was probably one of the weakest villains that I've ever seen. You know,
the villain could have been better. It could have been better.
It should have been better. And the way that they kill her, it's so unclimactic. And I was just really disappointed. I was really excited, and I thought there were some bright spots in the film, but overall, I think the chemistry really wasn't there. I thought the
chemistry was there.
Well, the problem is there's so many people that it's hard to have chemistry with, everybody. And then it was so, formulaic at times. Like, for example, in the beginning, like every movie, everybody hates each other. But then, 6 minutes later, everybody's friends. And at the end of the movie, everybody's hugging. And, and then there's like the scene where everybody is looking at their outfits and they put them on. How many times have we seen that?
Well, I mean, when a team gets together and about to kick ass, they gotta look at their outfits and their gear,
right,
and do a montage.
And then how many times do we see everybody together just walking and they got the music?
What group of badasses aren't going to have a walking together scene?
I don't know. I just felt if you're making the Suicide Squad, you could, instead of relying on those type of scenes, they could have done something else. I mean, I'm just saying, they spent $140 million on the movie. I would have liked to seen something that I haven't seen before.
So what are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it a D+.
Damn.
Yeah. No, I mean...
Hate much?
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, the movie, I've read a lot of the reviews. I know a lot of people were upset. But I think just for the average person, instead of somebody who has, like a master's from journalism school, whose favorite movie is probably The English Patient, which is not me, I would say that it was a disappointing movie. I expected a lot more. I thought it was weak. I liked the first act. I wanted to see more of the Joker. I felt like they concentrated on just Deadshot and Harley Quinn. I didn't really learn anything about the other characters. But overall, it was just disappointing. And, the end was weak. We agreed on that when we left the theater.
The third act was weak, but I'm going to give it a B- because it did have a weak third act. And, like I said before, the way the Joker was depicted. I am excited to see a sequel. This movie was written by the director David Ayer, and I think that was a mistake. I think they need to get some more screenwriters, maybe some comic book writers. Let Zack Snyder, step back a little bit from the story. I think with new screenwriters and a new director, the sequel could be badass. So I'm going to give it a B-. I think it is. I think it's worth checking out.
Okay. Or if you want to watch a better movie, you can watch Batman vs.
Oh, please!
Superman.
It is not better. It's not better. That is a disappointment. You want to talk about an angry mob of people leaving the theater? Please.
I've seen it twice. It's good.
Whatever.
All right. Looks like that's all the time we have today for the Dex and Mike show.
So please like and subscribe.
Yes, comment and whatever else you guys do. All right. Thanks a lot, and we will see you guys next week.
All right.